right in between. It's always right in the middle. Any second now. There he goes. Isn't that unbelievable? Same as the other day. It's just clockwork. Got him. You know, I think the neatest thing about fishing gills is early in the spring, because I'll tell you what, they're a challenge. They're a challenge to figure out, and it's a challenge to figure out where they're going to be and when they're going to be there. That's a great eater right there. But what I'm doing today is I'm dealing with a bunch of fish that are getting ready to spawn, but they're a long ways away from it yet, actually. I mean, I'm sitting out in some pretty deep water right now. My graph tells me right now that I'm in 15 feet of water. See that dock I'm casting to? It's about 6 feet right there. When these fish are ready to spawn, they're gonna go up in there, they're gonna stay there in shallow water in a foot, 2 feet of water. But right now, they're still going up and down because water temp's about 64 degrees. So what you wanna do at this time of year is figure out where their movements are throughout the day. Now, earlier this morning, these fish were out a little deeper. They were laying down off the edge. As the day's gone on now, they've moved up and they're on that dock. But what I really want to point out is what makes the perfect dock. And that is a dock that comes out over a little bit of that deeper water. If that dock were only in 2 feet of water, it wouldn't hold any fish. But that dock has about 5 feet of water underneath the end of it, and that's why it's holding all these fish. These fish feel comfortable. They're up in there. They've got some structure to relate to. They've got some shade, and they've got somewhere to dart out and ambush bait, or they can go right back down to deep water if something would drive them down that direction. One other thing about that dock that makes that dock so good, I'm always looking for docks that are out in deep water, but also that have a T or an L on the end. Here's why. If that dock just comes straight out, you've probably only got about a 4x4 section at the end of it that's gonna hold fish. If you look at this dock right here, there's probably 12 to 15 feet of section across that deep water. That makes a huge difference. If you got 15, 16, 17 feet like we might have in there, it's hard to tell from here, but by 8 feet, you got a lot of fish holding space, therefore it's also gonna hold more fish. Find the right docks with that deep water around it and a lot of space on top of it so that there's room for a bunch of fish underneath it. You'll catch more of these gills early in the year.